Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to the vlog. Today it's a clinical school day vlog where we're in the clinical school getting lots of teaching. As a student doctor, as important as it is to go and see patients, it's really important that we also get classes in our spare time to help us learn the tips and tricks of how to best communicate with patients, how to manage certain diseases, and how to develop our own practical skills. It's a combination of time on the wards with time spent learning in classrooms that leads to a good doctor. For those of you who don't yet know me, I'm Sen. I'm a fourth year student doctor here at Cambridge. Cambridge is a big university in the UK, and welcome to the vlog series. In this vlog series, I'm summarising the journey I'm taking towards becoming a fully fledged doctor. Anyway, at Cambridge, once you're in the clinical school, you have certain weeks called R&I weeks, review and integration weeks. And in this vlog today, you're joining me on the first day of a review and integration week. As you can see, we had to get up really early in the morning, a lovely cycle towards Adam Brooks Hospital, followed by 3 hours of clinical communication skills, known shortly as CCS. In these sessions, we have what we call sim patients. Sim patients are actors who pretend to be patients, who then we have to speak to as if they were real patients to try and get out a history, to try and get out what is wrong with them and how we can help them best. And these sessions are usually quite long and grueling. You've got 6 students in each class, and each person has a go speaking to the patient. And actually, these CCS sessions, as long as they are, they're really, really useful, because as student doctors, this is the time for us to make mistakes and learn what works and what doesn't work when communicating with patients. It's also really nice because we actually get to learn from fellow students, see what they do well, and also giving feedback to them helps us develop our own abilities to constructively critique others and ourselves. Anyway, after these 3 grueling hours of teaching, we're then allowed to go for lunch. As you can see, I went to the clinical school canteen. It's usually fairly well stocked. We do also have a Costa and a Marks and Spencer's in the main hospital, but for clinical students, we have this very nice canteen which we can make use of. Now, this is the start of a very long day actually, and things do get more exciting later on. So after lunch, I quickly headed home. I walked back to my car, drove home, because I had a fairly long break in between my next session, which was all about practical skills. Anyway, let's carry on watching and see what I say. So after my clinical communication skills session, I headed back home, and I'm heading back towards clinical school. Parked my car down the road. I've got 4 hours of practical skills, 2 hours of venipuncture, and 2 hours of ophthalmoscope, which is an instrument used to look into the eyes. So the Deacon Centre is where a lot of the clinical teaching happens on the Adam Brooks Hospital site for medical students and other training medical professionals. This includes nurses, rehabilitation therapists, and all other people involved in the healthcare discipline at a hospital. Anyway, on this day we were going in to learn a few practical skills. Now what I love about the Deacon Centre is that the practical skills labs are fully kitted out. You've got loads of spare equipment to practice on plastic arms and really understand the intricacies of different practical procedures. Think about it. If you're a patient having your blood taken for a blood test, you'd want to make sure that the doctor that's doing it on you has practiced many, many times. And the clinical skills lab allows us to practice on dummy models before we then go into the wards and do it very competently on real patients. In this particular session, we were also taught how to use the ophthalmoscope. The ophthalmoscope is used to look into the back of people's eyes to check the health of their retinas. They gave us these really funny plastic models which were like plastic eyes on a long stick, which we used to practice, and also we practiced on each other. So this day we had 4 hours of back-to-back clinical skills in the afternoon. I think we finished at about 6:30. It was quite a long day, and all of us were very, very tired at the end of it. Having had 7 hours of contact in one day already, I wasn't too keen about doing any more work, so I just took the evening off. I thus cooked for myself, had a phone call with friends, and did some admin work for a few societies I'm involved in. And that was it. That was the end of a very long practical day. And what I like to do at the end of every day is just sit down and before I go to sleep, think about what I've done, what went well, what didn't go too well, and just reflect upon things. Because by reflecting upon your actions, you really do work out what works best and what doesn't work best. And if you can learn from all the different things that you're doing, regardless of whether they're big or small, then you're going to, of course, do better the next time you do the same action. That evening, I thought about a particular point about how I use the ophthalmoscope and how I should angle myself better when approaching the patient when looking into their eyes. Anyway, I hope this vlog was very interesting. I have probably made this day-long teaching sound so much more exciting than it was. Sometimes medical school can become a slog. It's a lot of grind work, just, going to classes, making sure you're paying attention, sometimes not paying attention, then realizing, aha, better revise this again. And it's all a matter of getting through it all. It's a lot of content. The individual things aren't very difficult. There's just a lot of it. There's huge breadth of knowledge, and after you understand the breadth of knowledge, you then got to understand the depth of the knowledge. I must say, however, compared to my undergraduate studies where I was doing preclinical medicine and engineering, clinical school work is so much more fun, it's so much more practical, but I do still miss my undergraduate days. I wouldn't say I want them back necessarily, but they were very different, and maybe that's why I miss them so much. Anyway, do go follow me on Instagram. For those of you who do already follow me there, you may have realized this vlog was filmed around 4 weeks ago. If you enjoyed this video, then please give it a massive thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys soon in the next video. Cheerio.